Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic The Podcast with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm trying to fuck. What time are you available? Is that too aggressive?
Do you feel like it's too aggressive? Because I feel like there's somebody trying to get to the point.
Right. Nah,
like, I'm not finna sit here and, hey, big head, what you doing? You I want dick. You got something to give me or no? Like, do I need to find somebody else? Like, sis was getting to the point. I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, I don't. But I mean, some women might look at that and say something else. Some men might be intimidated or think that's not attractive.
So in my case, it depends on who I'm sending that type of text to, because I can't talk like that with my hoes. Like, like with my little young Jew.
Hold on. So should I take that as I might be looked at as one of her hoes?
No, I said in my case, I can't speak for her.
Because I was about to text her.
I cannot speak for her, but like, okay, so like,
I'm getting whole vibe
with the guys that I deal with, right? So like, when it comes to the guys that I deal with, once I get to know them and I start dealing with them on that level, I have to handle them a certain type of way. So like with my young juvie, because he like old
young juvie,
he like older women, so I kind of handle him. I actually put him in a position to make him think he runs shit, but he really don't. So I have to handle him like, hey, what you doing? Come and see. Or, I want to see you. I talk to him like that. But then I got this little thought that let me slut him out. And I be like, shit, I'm trying to slut you out. What you doing? Where you at? Pull up at this time. And then I got this other one where I be like, shit, my little drums is beating down there. Come see about me. Like, I have to talk to different ones a different kind of way.
Oh, God.
My most recent, I be all sweet with him. I take it a little easy with him. Hey, what you doing? When I'ma see you? Like, I don't have to be direct with it. But he know the vibes.
I find the aggressiveness, I guess, kind of attractive, depending on who it comes from. But on that note, what's good, everybody? The vibes. Back at you with another episode, Unapologetic The Podcast. Reg, I have a special guest host, the lovely Aisha Hadiya from Coffee and Apple Juice Podcast. But we gotta introduce. We gotta do it right. Dre is busy right now, taking care of fatherly duties.
I'm Dre today.
She's Dre today. But
ask me how I'm doing so I can hear his favorite line.
I got you. Dre will be back next week though. Be safe on the roads, my guy. But what's good with you, Dre? How you doing?
Same shit, different toilet, bro.
Whatever.
Dre gonna kill me.
Yes.
Same shit, different toilet.
But
let me adjust my cup, because he love advertising the little cups he be drinking out of.
But what's good with you though? How you doing?
I'm doing rather well.
Well, before you get started, go ahead and plug yourself. Let me get that out the way. But even though everybody know who you are,
y'all already know. Hold on, listen to me carefully.
Okay.
I am one half of the Coffee and Apple Juice Podcast, because Sus done secured a co-host. Shout out to Smurf.
Shout out to Smurf, my guy.
Okay, so we have secured a co-host, and everything is going as smooth as you would expect it to be. I have to get in the habit of having a co-host. So I have to get in the habit of allowing somebody else to share their opinions. I'm used to talking to myself or having guests, but I do a lot of the talking. So it's like having to get into the habit of bringing somebody in, allowing them space to speak their mind and share their opinions. It's not a hard adjustment, but me, like, I'm motor mouth Maybell, so I have to kind of calm down, Aisha, let somebody else speak, so it's one of them situations.
Right. But so I'll take it that you're enjoying having a co-host.
I love having a co-host. I hate talking to myself.
I felt like y'all would be a good mix.
Yes, we are.
That's why I recommend it. But yeah, I like the chemistry y'all got going on. But of course, there's always the learning curves and everything. Doing the once you add a new addition in. So, but I mean, y'all can keep figuring things out and then new ideas and all that other good stuff.
Oh, most definitely.
I can't wait to see what else y'all gonna get into and what y'all got going on.
Yeah. So my new model, we're gonna fuck it up till we get it right. Like that's just how we gonna fuck it up. And as my listeners and my viewers, shit, they gonna look, y'all going through this shit with us. So we gonna fuck it up till we get it right. But when we get it right, I'm just letting it be known now. We gonna be chart topping, okay? Like for real.
Speaking into existence.
Listen, you already know how my manifestation game is.
But so how well every Wednesday, right?
Every Wednesday.
New episode every Wednesday. You are audio and visual.
Yes, we are now on YouTube. Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. We are on YouTube. And then as far as audio, we're still on the same platforms as far as Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor. We on a couple other ones, but they don't get mentioned as much. But yes, we are still audio. We are still audio, but we have also added visual to our season 3. So, and it's going pretty good for the most part.
I like that. But so you came first to mind when I was like, well, I'm gonna do episode. I really don't want to not do episode this week because Dre got some things going on that he's doing, and the rest of the week I'll be kind of busy. So you the first one that came to mind, and probably because we talk all the time anyway, and we just kind of like click. So it was an easy, no-brainer when I was like, well, I'm going to do episode. Well, but I already talked to you
for thinking of me.
I already mentioned that earlier this week. I was like, well, we might need a guest. I didn't know that I wouldn't, Dre wouldn't be able to actually be a part of the episode, but
I'm Dre today.
I don't want to pull you away from your host.
You can't.
Too much. Like, hold on now.
Smurf told me I couldn't leave him no way. So
shout out
he
to
definitely made that clear. He ain't going nowhere, so he say.
But how was Juneteenth for you?
So what did I do? Juneteenth.
Anything exciting? You was in the street, wasn't you?
I was in the street. So they had a Juneteenth block party. And when a bunch of niggas come, when we congregate together, everything be lovely till motherfuckers start shooting. I don't know why the fuck events like that excite me, but
but
it's just something about the rush of running from bullets that I just can.
Y'all, it's so much talk that we
delete
can go into.
Don't let
I'm not deleting that. I'm not deleting. It's so much talk that we can get into that the relationship conversations that me and Aisha have, and it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack.
I cannot believe I just admitted that. Don't say I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I just admitted that. But so yes, I was unapologetic. I am.
Okay, well, that's why it's not being deleted. Is that all?
I was in the streets. I enjoyed myself. Me and my friend, we made it home safe. We was with some gun toters as well, so we were safe.
Yeah, absolutely, that's good. And you know what? I want to give you some love and some props and a shout out because we was on FaceTime the other day and you had the unapologetic hoodie on.
Listen, and this is my go-to hoodie.
I meant to screenshot it and just show how real the love is. And that's why I love you so much.
I was at my son's basketball practice with this hoodie on. Listen, this is my go-to hoodie.
Support. I like it.
I have no problem with when somebody walk, oh, is that your podcast? No, baby, this is my brother's podcast. You need to look it up right now. They on YouTube and Apple. What? I put on for y'all all the time because y'all gonna put on for me. So,
You said we don't or we gon'?
I said because y'all gonna put on for me.
That.
So, it's nothing but love. And it don't cost me nothing to tell somebody about y'all podcast. It don't cost me anything. So I'm gonna always put on for y'all. Always.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna show love. So Father's Day, did you do anything for the baby's daddies?
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
So I did as much for them as they did for me on Mother's Day. You know, I do not like putting my business out in the street, but if you listen to my podcast, you already know. So I'm not a bitter baby mama. So I try my hardest not to post shit talk on Father's Day. And I also tell my followers and, you know, people who post, you know, happy Father's Day to the mothers. I don't like responding to that shit no more. I'm not nobody's daddy. I'm just a mama who had to step up and take on the responsibility of somebody else, right? But on Father's Day, I really did. I think I did piss a couple people off because my Father's Day posts on Facebook were as follows: Happy Father's Day to the men who know their kids' shoe sizes. Because if you got to text my phone and ask me what size shoe my son will, bitch, that means you don't buy enough and you don't come around enough. They gonna call you out on it, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I did as much for the fathers of my children as they did for me. But I definitely did have a heart to heart with my kids. You know, I just had to let them know, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Right.
And it's not mama's fault that what's going on is going on.
Right. I mean, that's all you can do. And I mean, Father's Day, as you said, Father's Day isn't for you, so it's not really for you to sit around and, you know,
and celebrate
yourself or whatever you do. I mean, you know, but Juneteenth was great for me. I enjoyed it. I was in Atlanta. I was around a whole bunch of Black people, and I just felt, I don't know, the more and more I look at it, I really enjoy being around. It's probably because outside is back open again. That's probably the main reason, you know, so I'm out having fun and not in the house for the last 14, 15, 16 months. But, you know, just being around a whole lot of Black people, Black energy, the culture, everything was great. Father's Day
That's
was
more
great.
so what I was trying to say earlier. I'm sorry. That's what I was being around Black people just does something for me.
Right.
Now, when y'all get to shooting and shit, you know, that's different. But you just really enjoy being around Black people. Like it's just something about being around Black people that just make you feel some type of way.
Yeah,
like
I
love this shit.
Yeah, I agree, and that's how I felt. And honestly, I'm debating on moving to Atlanta. I don't know why, but maybe I need to move on the outskirts. But Father's Day was great.
Stay where you at.
Yeah, stay as close to my babies as I can. Father's Day was great. Got to talk to all my babies, both of them, and all three of them. The grandbaby is my baby too, but yeah, she's always the highlight of everything. But I enjoyed it. I don't look for much. So, I mean, whatever I get, I'm grateful for, whether it's a card, a text message, a FaceTime, whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I think, am I conditioned to be like that? Because that's not naturally what happens with men.
So social media was in a frenzy on Father's Day because I've seen a lot of fathers complaining about how mothers just get all this praise and they get this and they get that. And then Father's Day come around and all they get is that same cologne they've been getting, that same tie, same pair of socks, or that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Are men conditioned to just accept some of the things? Like, because
it feels like it.
I don't know.
Well, when you speak on it and speak about it, because, you know, when you think about, like, even like when I think about Mother's Day and doing things for my mom, it's like a whole lot of thought into it.
Right.
It's preparation. You know, when my dad come around, I'm gonna get him a card. You know, I might pull up on him real quick, say what's up, see how you doing. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But he's happy with all of that stuff. Just like, it's just the norm.
Is he happy or is he just conditioned?
Well, it seems that way. So I guess I can ask myself the same thing.
Like, have you ever asked your dad, Daddy, what you want to do for Father's Day?
Well, so that's the thing. Me as a father, I think the same way. I shouldn't have to be asked that.
You don't think someone should find out what you want for Father's Day?
Surprise me.
Okay, but we're going to surprise you with the same fucking cologne we just got you for Christmas.
No, because if I do that, if I'm surprising my woman with the same perfume, it's going to be a problem. So put a little thought into that gift. Ain't that what y'all tell us, men?
Right, but it's see, women This a topic because this is really a topic because like with women, like it just do something for us to know that our man took time and effort into our gift.
So you don't think that goes the same for Amanda?
If it do, y'all don't express it enough. Just like on Valentine's Day.
No, we can't go
just,
back.
Just up until recently, y'all said pussy wasn't a gift. Not the same coochie you got yesterday, no way. Like
right, but it's only so much expressing that we can do right now. Like we work in this expression and expressing ourselves thing in levels.
Okay.
You can't ask for the whole shebang. Like niggas is really now just starting to open up and be like telling their feelings and all this other stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe future Father's Days, like maybe Father's Days in the future, you guys may start getting, Daddy, here go a plane ticket, to such and such. They got a really nice golf course here, and I just thought we would really enjoy ourselves going golfing in this particular city. Maybe, now, see, you have to keep in mind, guys, for a long time, you guys have just been really simple to please.
Right.
But we're now coming into a day where we're starting to realize that, yes, y'all are simple to please, but y'all want a little bit more thought into whatever it is that we're getting y'all.
And maybe a little more appreciation at the same time.
Well, I called my daddy and he didn't answer the phone, and I wasn't finna drive all the way down there unless I knew he was at home. But, I love him.
But so to start, let's recap me and Dre's last episode real quick.
Yes, because I had some shit.
The insecurities.
Insecure ass.
But listen, don't come here with that, because my guy Smurf already talked to you about it on your episode, because your ass is in complete agreement, but not agreement.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's put some facts out there first. Okay?
Oh, God, here we go.
Hold on, because we gotta let the listeners know exactly what we're talking about. On their last episode, they brought up the Jada Pinkett Smith posting a poem that Tupac had wrote that nobody had ever heard before. Okay, now Will Smith had already went on the Breakfast Club, and he had already told America that my wife had never been in an intimate relationship with Tupac. They was just really close friends. In any interview that Jada Pinkett does when she talks about Tupac, she said that they have a brother-sister relationship. He was like the first father figure she ever known. So we know that the relationship is not intimate. So the question that you guys posed last episode was, is it an insecurity if I feel some type of way about my woman making a post to a man who she had a friendship, brother-sister relationship with? Now that I restate that question, that is an insecurity. And I don't think I would be that insecure if my man decided to do that. For Christ's sake, Tupac been dead 25 years.
I have to do my due diligence.
20 years, 25 years.
25. I think there's a little more to it than that.
I did the due diligence.
The relationship that you are bringing up, I got to do the due diligence. But
I'll send it to you.
No.
I'll send it to you.
Ask me if I believe him. No, I don't.
Okay, but it's not for us to believe. Look, at the end of the day, we going by what the horse told us. It came out the horse's mouth.
But
they had never been. I even read it. I've seen an interview where she verbally said, we tried kissing one time and we both felt disgusted. We felt like it was just wrong. There was no physical attraction between the two of them whatsoever. I'll send you that clip.
I'm not down with it.
Well, all I'm saying is the man is dead. Now, right. if like I stated, because I FaceTimed you and I said, I don't think that I am secure within myself to be in a relationship with someone who I know has more love for somebody else than they do for me. If I am not the number one head honcho in your life, then I may feel some type of way.
No, you are.
But for crying out loud, Tupac gone.
It don't matter.
And then like Joe Budden made a big issue about the emojis she was posting, but they missed the part where she was when she said, I got next, and did the little tongue out emoji. Jada Pinkett 49. She'll be 50 soon. So that was her point in saying, I got next because I'll be 50 next. Tupac just turned 50. See, I feel like y'all want to find some disrespect in that post
No, we
so
don't
bad.
want to find. There's
Y'all
disrespect in there. There's disrespect in there. You're not having
came
it.
out. Look, we ain't heard Will say nothing about it.
You're
Hell,
not
for
having it.
crying out loud, he was on the other side of the house while she was fucking around with August. So.
Exactly. So speaking of insecurities, because you're not the only person that actually talked to me or hit me up about it. So you meet a young man, whether he's your age, younger or a little older. I'm just using young man as a phrase. I'm not.
Because I'm a whole cougar out here.
I don't even know. I don't think you're in cougar age range, but I guess you can be if you're a little older than them. But okay, you meet young man, right?
Okay.
Y'all talking, y'all get feelings for each other. He has a female friend that's very real close. He talked to you. He said, "Hey, look, me and her, we had sex a couple times. We're intimate, but just wasn't nothing there. Like we never done nothing else since then. Are you fine with their relationship? Them texting, talking all the her hitting them up, FaceTime, him doing the same thing?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
You don't see nothing wrong with it at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because I got a bunch of friends like that where we may have started out liking each other, but just realized that it just wasn't there, but we remain friends. Like,
okay, starting out liking each other but actually fucking is two different things.
But why y'all put so much energy? Why y'all give fucking and sex so much power?
Because it's the fact that there was some intimacy.
It wasn't no intimacy. They fucked and they realized they didn't like it.
That's intimacy.
That's not intimacy, because you can get intimacy without physical contact.
You can, but
okay, so that's not intimate.
Well, so they had physical intimacy then.
I don't give sex that much power anymore. So he fucked her. They both realized it wasn't nothing else. Now they just friends. I'm not finna trip off of it. Because I know what that's like. I got a friend guy who I fucked and we realized it wasn't nothing there, but we're still friends.
So, but a man, so that might be part of our insecurity then. So a man might be like, hey, homeboy might have to fall back a little bit.
Why?
Because that might be how that man feels. He might, so like I said, that might be a part of insecurity. Like, listen, he already had, look, quote unquote, this is my pussy now.
Okay.
I know this nigga had it.
Okay. As well as a couple more niggas before him.
He probably likes it, and he's just he gonna have to fall back a little bit. It's a new sheriff in town. She got a new best friend.
I don't like being put in situations like that. Cause like, so if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they express that they don't like the close, they don't like the friendship that I have with somebody else, I'm going to respect that. And I may, cut down the phone conversations, FaceTimes, and text message. I may cut it down, but I'm not finna cut somebody off completely.
Absolutely. So boundaries should be made.
But the boundaries are already made. We've already expressed that we don't like each other physically. We're not into each other intimately. We don't see anything growing as far as a relationship. We just friends. No. I don't like.
No. So
if you trust your woman enough to know that she keeping it real with you, I don't see what the issue is.
Trust has gotten a lot of motherfuckers hurt and killed.
Well, if that's the case, then you don't need to be in a relationship.
No, trust has got a lot. But no. So, but your friend, i.e., I'm going to use you as an example, Aisha, and you got me in a little shit about 2-3 weekends ago because I had a friend visitor, and me and you cool. We tight. We can talk anytime. But I want to say you call me. I'm not gonna put your business out there. You call me. I want to say it's about 12, maybe a little after 12 at night.
Me?
Yes, you did. You FaceTime me, and you was like, Reggie, I need you to talk me out of this bad decision I'm about to make.
Oh, and I made that fucking decision too.
But hold on.
Tell that help it ain't nothing like that.
Hold on. No. But so, well, I'm gonna go into the story before I go to the question. But no, so I'm like, what you talking about? And then you was like, oh, I'm sorry. Is your little friend still there? Now, you know, as a woman, y'all don't like that shit. Your little friend. She was like, little friend? I was like, oh, shit. Here we go.
Do I owe her an apology?
I don't know, but whatever. So, so to back up off of that. So if your man has that homegirl and she's like kind of frequently calling him at night, you might have to go ahead and set that boundary, because I don't think you're going to be cool with that all the time. Like, baby, look, we in the bed chilling. Like, why?
Okay, be prepared to edit what I'm about to say just in case it's not appropriate, okay?
Oh, Lord.
Before your little friend pulled up, last I checked, you was single. You're not committed to nobody. So technically, she was just a link.
No, listen, I can talk to anybody.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to respect anybody you deal with. If she took it as any disrespect, I do apologize for that.
But we are fine.
If you are in a relationship with someone, I would never call you at that time of night knowing that you have an actual woman.
Aisha,
I asked you if your little friend was there because I didn't know she was there now.
How would you feel?
Let me tell you, you ain't asking me that because my nigga gonna already know. Can't no bitch call you after 10 o'clock.
You got to set them back. 10 o'clock. See?
At 10 o'clock, we in each other bounds. Like, what do you mean?
You setting them boundaries then. There's boundaries.
And in the beginning, we're setting boundaries in the beginning. So like 3-4 months from now, 5 months from now, 5 years from now, we know not to have these.
So that's all he's doing, setting boundaries with your homeboy that you had some intimacy with. Somewhere,
right,
some point in time.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you. So what, you don't want me texting and talking to this guy as much, or you want me to cut him off completely?
No, I think the cut him off completely part would be a little crazy, in my opinion. Because I'll fall back
on texting and talking on the phone.
I think fall back. I would these days. I would actually kind of question my relationship with this lady, and we would have to really like seriously talk about some things, because I have cut high school friends off because a woman I was dating didn't like them, and
then come find out the relationship didn't even work out.
We stayed together, and somewhere down the road, I ended up bumping into that high school friend, and Reggie apologized because it was the right thing to do, for the shit that she said to her or whatever else, and I mean for what it's worth, sometimes these friendships last longer than relationships. Well, the majority of them do last longer than these relationships.
They do.
You just not. I mean, you're gonna keep making friends, but you're not gonna keep making friends that really genuinely care for you and will pull that pistol out if you know what I'm saying. Just to use that term, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you fucking with somebody and it's just for a season,
right?
Y'all just having sex because it's
it felt good and I wanted it again,
right? But
yeah. So
I'm gonna segue into using the story that happened in Atlanta this weekend. When I got there, it was actually it was supposed to be a couple of us, but it's just me and my homegirl ended up going. I pulled up. She was telling me like where to park at. I pulled up behind her, right? And I pulled up and I heard two people arguing. Dark skinned. Well, he wasn't dark skinned. He was brown skinned. Dude looked like Nipsey Hussle, but shorter. Had like 5 chains on, big ass pendants.
Nipsey,
had the whole beard. Looked like Nipsey, right? He out there arguing with his woman, right? And I see him looking at me and he pointed, right? So I was like, let me see what's going on. Roll the window down and verbatim, this is what he said. And you here to see my bitch? I looked at him and the niggas pulling a gun out. Looking at me. Hey, I said, you here to see my bitch? I said, hey, bro, you good? I really went up like, oh, but I looked at.
Wait, was it your homegirl that was with the dude?
No. He was talking to his girl. He was talking about his girlfriend. My homegirl, she's parked in her truck in front of me. So I see her getting out. She reaching. She pulling her shit out, and mine's already right here. I really don't fuck with too many people that don't keep that thing on. But so I say this. So I'm segueing into the baby, Party, and Meg.
Let's get into this shit because y'all
How Party came out there at the baby, which is not. He's supposed to.
Party did everything he was supposed to. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like Meg tweeted too much. Party didn't come in soon enough for me at this point. It was when the baby said, I don't even go back and forth with my bitch. And I'm on the internet going back and forth with another nigga bitch or he said another nigga woman because he knew better than to call her a bitch. But I feel like Party did exactly what he was supposed to do. Like, Meg, you ain't got no business going back and forth with this man, and I'm standing right here. Let me jump in this.
Absolutely. Shit. So here's my question. Why do men have to be put in that position?
Why do men? But
at times,
I don't necessarily. I mean, that's just y'all role. Like, as men, y'all are protectors. As men, y'all don't like. What do y'all look like? What do it look like for me to have a man and he stand by and watch me, a woman, this feminine being, arguing with another man, and he right here?
So that's why I'm asking you. Why are you arguing with another man that never addressed you, never said anything to you about you?
Well, technically, I mean, you got somebody she been doing business with, and now he all of a sudden co-siding with the nigga who shot her. So, of course, she didn't directly say anything to the baby. She just tweeted something, and of course, he took.
Aisha,
listen,
we know what that was about.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Listen, I've been to the club plenty of times where a nigga was trying to holler at my girlfriend, the woman I was with, and I was put in a position to where I damn near had to fight a bunch of niggas just because her mouth, or she felt like she had to address some niggas. Ain't none of y'all fuck niggas worth my time, blah, 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 blah. And you know how niggas is at the club already. They drinking, they rowdy, but a lot of men are put in this situation. So that's why I'm asking, like,
okay, so ask me the question again because I got my answer.
Why are men put in that situation? Because I don't think necessarily.
Because a lot of women don't know their place.
Okay.
A lot of women don't know their place.
Okay.
And I hate coming on y'all podcast because I always be put in a position where I gotta sit the girls down and let them know. A lot of women don't know their place. I remember sitting outside in a parking lot with this guy, and we was just out there talking, just catching up. It wasn't nobody in the parking lot but us.
Right.
And 2 police cars pulled up. And I know me and I know my attitude. So as soon as the police hopped out and wanted to start questioning us about whatever, I would have been quick to just let them have it.
Right.
But instead, I just moved, I just sat back and I let the nigga do all the talking. Because had I got the talking, I probably would have got us locked up for whatever petty ass fucking charge you could get for whatever. But a lot of women don't know their place. If you know you got a real nigga with you, you not finna come out your mouth and say nothing to nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
now, granted, Party did what he was supposed to.
He definitely
just
did.
Like all of us do. But like I know, the baby
at the same time. Right. Listen, I'm from Charlotte. Yeah. The baby not one of them.
He not one of them niggas.
He's not one of them.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of men are put in that position to where, it's go.
This my woman and I'm gonna stick beside her regardless of what you thought. Like, that's the mentality that Party has. That's the mentality that I want my man to have.
And we supposed to have that mentality.
But Meg, she really, like, I wouldn't even put my nigga in a position to be going back and forth with a nigga like the baby.
So that's why I was asking you, like, why are we put in that position?
Because a lot of women don't know their place. There's no reason why a woman is in the middle of the club going at it with a bunch of niggas and she with a nigga. Sometimes you just gotta walk away from shit.
Right.
Sometimes you just gotta walk away from shit.
Yeah.
Meg could have called the baby on the phone instead of doing all that shit on the internet.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example of a woman not knowing her place.
Easily.
Like, she could have easily called that man on the phone. She got his number. They done 2 and 3 songs together.
Yeah. if not more. But and so that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think, and that's part of us as a man. When y'all bring up the protector, provider type shit, like, you know, it's time to go. Because if you don't, then you look a certain way in front of your woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a tough situation.
It's not a tough situation. Your woman just need to know her place.
Well,
simple.
So that's a tough one. So as a woman, how are you put in your place? How does this man put you in your place?
It's not, a man don't put you in your place. You determine on whether you want to be the woman who knows her place or not. That goes into that whole alpha, beta, masculine, feminine, submit, dominant type. Though that's the type of situation that is a woman who, and I don't want to down women, but a lot of women who know their place, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory or disrespectful way, but a lot of women who know their place, like they just, I know how a situation can escalate when it comes with men. So I'm not the type to put my man in a situation that he may or may not walk away from, because I know niggas, I know men. So I'm not gonna escalate a situation. If a nigga say something out the way to me, if was in a grocery store with a nigga.
And I was gonna bring this up. Go ahead. I was gonna bring this up.
My outfit, now this was some years ago, but my outfit wasn't even really. I had on some sweatpants, but they was a little fitted, and a t-shirt. Nothing major, but my ass was poking, like you could see it clear as day. And the guy was just looking at my ass. Now I didn't even pay it no attention. Like I didn't even actually see it. I didn't see him looking at me. I'm too busy grocery shopping. But the guy that was with me he saw it. And he didn't say anything. He just stopped and looked the nigga up and down, like, damn, my nigga, you don't see me standing right here? Why is you looking at her like why you out? What's up with your eyes? Why you looking at her and I'm standing right here? You know, but he didn't say it. He just gave him that type of look.
Okay.
And at that point, I could have easily, hopped in like, God damn, why you looking at me like that? I could have easily jumped in and said my piece, but I knew not to. I didn't have to, because I knew the nigga that I was with was going to say whatever I was going to say in his own words. So it's like, when a woman knows her place, when a woman, let's take away the term know her place.
Right.
When you with a certain type of man, you know that I don't have to say anything.
True.
I don't have to say anything. Now, I'm not saying that Party is not that type of man for Meg, but at the same time, had I been in that situation, I would have had Party call baby on the phone. Like, bro, how you retweet that shit and that nigga shot my girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have had if I felt like the situation needed to be addressed, because we still don't know 100% what happened between Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. We know that because the security guard came out and said that somebody else pulled the trigger. They don't know who pulled the trigger. So it's like, we 100% don't know the full story. He never got arrested, but she did obviously get shot. But whatever the case may be, that's the only thing we do know. We know that she got shot, but we don't really know the full story, because he was tussling with somebody in the back seat. Like, it's just too many stories. We don't know the truth. But whatever the case may be, if I felt like that was something that needed to be addressed, I would have had my nigga address it.
Right.
But other than that, like, I'm not finna jump in no nigga beef. Like, I'm not finna argue with no dude.
So it's more or less.
Not when I got a nigga.
Right. So it's more or less, I mean, the man protects you, but you also protect him too, because okay, well, I'm not going to put him in a situation to where he might get shot, or he might have to fight, you know what I'm saying, just because I might feel a certain way. And I think the situation you brought up is good, because, I mean, me, honestly, I wouldn't have felt no way about it, because I feel like when I'm with a woman, now, not just somebody I'm fucking on, but when I'm actually with a woman, we're in a relationship, I already know niggas gonna look. And that's not me, being braggadocious or boast. I know what I got with me is bad, because that's how I get down. So I'm not even offended by niggas looking. Now, when it comes to the physical, like touching and the verbal, that's when I have an issue. Niggas, you can look all day. Me growing up, my OGs, the old heads used to tell me, hey, young boy, if you don't want nobody looking at her, you need to keep her in the house or put her in your pocket. I can't do neither one of them.
All right.
Because we going out, and that's how I feel like when you coming out this house, you representing me. So when they see you, they gonna be like, "That's Reggie right there." Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like the niggas can look as long as they don't touch and they don't speak on it. I like that. That was a good little conversation. I put you in the box because you was definitely about to go there.
Listen,
Meg gotta not necessarily Meg not necessarily know her place, but I don't think y'all can like necessarily or should put men in those type of situations to where they have where they gotta like really physically be in some kind of danger unless like somebody's really touching you or doing on you, because like I said, I've been in situations to where like a nigga didn't even know, me and my girl in the club together, and I may have stepped off, talked to somebody, went to get a drink at the bar, and somebody tried to say something to her, and he's just, and I'm like, I asked her like, what, well, when everything is over and done with, he just asked me for my number, you know what I'm saying? But she had a little attitude with him, and then how niggas can be too, even though, you ain't giving them no attention. Or
we just seen number. This. We just seen this in the media not too long ago. Absolutely. A guy pulled a gun out on some girls because they didn't want his number. Yeah. So like I said, I want to take away the term "know your place." Let's take that away because that do sound a little bit degrading. But I just feel like when you 100% for sure that you got you one beside you, you don't have to say anything. Like when I was in that parking lot and the police pulled up asking them questions, I knew who the fuck I was with, so I didn't have to say anything because he handled that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when women know what they got when it comes to their niggas, or when women know what they got when it comes to their man, and they already know they don't have to voice they don't have to say anything because he gonna handle that. Okay. Period. Now the situation with Meg Party and the baby, he retweeted something that a fan said. He swears some Illuminati shit. He tried to untweet it. It went whatever.
He said his account was hacked. We've seen it happen plenty of times.
Yeah, but y'all ain't finna keep feeding us that bullshit.
He recorded himself trying to, but so your hormones get the pumping when a nigga tell you, "Hey, I got this." Fall back.
See, my hormones, he ain't gonna tell me he got it because he just gonna handle it. He ain't like I ain't gotta do nothing but just step out the way.
Right.
Hell yeah, they get your hormones pumping, knowing that what? This nigga finna move heaven and earth for Aisha Hadiya. Don't play with me. And I'ma stick beside him.
Just a simple word, baby. I got this. Fall back.
And I'ma stick beside him. Okay. Like what? What?
So
this thing got sucked extra good. Okay, like okay, what? But you handled that shit today. Okay.
Nigga about to get some in the car, huh?
Look, on the way home to get some more. That's how I'm coming.
All right. So listen, this is something we talked about. Motherfuckers coming over and leaving shit.
I done that shit.
So,
I done that shit before.
So is there or should there be a statute of limitation on stuff that you have? I mean, are we throwing it away? Should I call somebody, give it to them? And the situation is, so I actually, damn, I already started, but whatever. A young lady left some lingerie over the house, and it's been here for a while. I was going through my closet, cleaning it out a couple weeks ago, and I saw, I'm like, damn. Along with some other stuff, but I was kind of like, do I call and tell her, hey, I got your stuff, or do I
it's been over there for a while?
Been over here for a little while.
Throw that shit away. She don't miss it. She ain't called you about it.
I was like, do I don't like throwing people's stuff away. So I was thinking, do I just
threw it away?
Did I just drive over there and put it in the mailbox? She probably felt like she's coming back. She might come back with, I don't know, back, but whatever. Men don't do that too much though. Men be leaving shit over your house.
I remember I wanted to, this was years ago, but I wanted to do it to this dude so bad before he went to work. And he came over and he didn't come over. We met somewhere. We fucked in the car. And I stuck my panties down in the seat, like just took them off and just stuck them down in the seat. And he came over like 2 days later and handed me my panties.
Got some
We
more.
wasn't together. We wasn't in a relationship. He was who I was fucking with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he came over and brought me my panties. I bust out laughing because he knew I'd left him on purpose. And the look on his face was like, bitch, quit trying me. Like, you already know you want to get away with no shit like that. So he knocked on my door. He had his work uniform on, so clearly he was on his way to work. Knocked on my door, handed them to me. I bust out laughing. He just shook his head, smirked, and then walked off.
Mm.
And that was that.
Mm. Why y'all be doing that?
Marking territory. Cause hell for you with the next bitch if she see my shit over there.
Marking territory. And you know what? A nigga like me will leave that shit in the same place. And look, and if I just so happen to just
don't invite me over because I'm leaving eyelashes on the sink, everything.
I don't know how all that shit happen, but look, and if it just so happened that somebody come over, I might move that shit, put it somewhere else, and then when they leave, put it right back where you left it.
Lord.
So when you come back over, it look like that shit ain't never moved. Oh yeah, did you know you left that over here?
See, I can't do that. But I can't do it because I got kids who are always in my room. So I make sure you got all your shit before you leave the fuck up out of here. Like, you got your drawers on? You got your socks, shoestrings?
Listen, I don't like to leave.
I make sure you got all your shit before you leave.
I don't like to leave shit. I double check all kind of shit. I don't like to leave shit.
Yeah. What? Listen, tune into Coffee and Apple Juice next week for episode 38 because this is actually one of our topics. But okay, I just want to plug that in there real quick. I'm sorry.
So it was somebody left. Like I went back in the room and I called. I'm like, "Hey, you left?" She was like, I mean, just I'll get it next time I come over here." And you gonna come get this?
Did you think it's the next time?
Now, you about to come get this right now.
So a lot of women, we just be trying to mark territory. Like I can't speak for everybody, but I know when I do it, I be trying to mark territory. I be needing the other woman to know that you fucking with somebody else. I be wanting to see if you gonna keep it or throw it away. But for the most part, I be marking territory. Like, you the only nigga I'm fucking with, and I said you couldn't fuck with nobody else. So if you do, I'm finna fuck it up for y'all. Simple.
So what's a proper response if let's say you call and you ask them, like, you ain't been giving my dick to nobody, right? And obviously you're not in a relationship.
The proper response to me is the truth. Tell me the truth. It's when y'all lie that create the issue. Don't lie about it. Just keep it real. Well, you know, we ain't in a relationship and I'm not committed to you. So if I decide I want to have another young lady over here, and if I decide I want to have sex with her, that's fine. Because guess what I'm going to tell you? You better not fuck her like how you fuck me.
Okay.
Period.
So you
better not get booty butt ass naked when you fuck her through the hole in your box.
Oh my God. Listen. No, the truth is this ain't your dick.
Yes, it is.
So I don't owe you a response.
Yes, it is.
Is it? If y'all
I licked it, so it's mine. I'm allowing you to go use it with other females. You just gotta fuck them through your boxers. Like, we're not even gonna have this conversation because I said what I said. I said what I said. Period.
You ever had a man ask you that?
I have.
They be claiming, niggas be claiming pussy?
Some dudes do. You can't claim mine though, because I tell y'all from gate. The fine print on it says that this belongs to Aisha Hadiya. Okay. So you can't claim mine.
All right.
But that goes to setting the boundaries at the beginning of the situation.
You know, I feel like that shit go out the window.
Do it.
Couple good times. So? You might, yeah, it might be. It might turn into his. Couple good times.
It depends on how good he hitting it. If he hitting it better than old boy, and I just stop. Like, if I'm fucking, see, it's in my situations, I only fuck with one person at a time. Okay, when I'm getting physical with somebody, it's only one person at a time.
Yes,
but
he made that thing squirt once or twice as his.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with a bow and get it to you at this point because that is very rare.
See,
so you can have it. It's yours. You can have it.
Right. That's all it takes.
You can have it. If you doing all that.
When he find those spots and angles.
Look,
I'm never. Well,
if I let you stay past checkout, it's yours.
Mm.
If you in here past checkout, it's yours. And in my household, checkout at 6 a.m. Cause MJ fixes cereal at 7:30. And if you ain't gone before MJ wake up, we got a fucking problem. So checkout at 6 a.m. So if you ain't here past 6 a.m., boy, it
I
got
don't.
your name on it for
I can't
real.
recall myself. There's not like a lot of women house that I've stayed over. I don't know if it's the comfortability of me being on my own shit or what.
You know, a lot of dudes got trust issues when it comes to going to a woman's house because they may feel like she got another dude that may pop up. You know, they be thinking like that.
So no lie, I got two homeboys. I'll be sending my location to if I go over a woman's house.
Oh, me and my homegirls do that all the time.
But I mean, yes, as women, y'all should. Men, y'all should do that shit too.
Everybody should do that shit. Men
Dre
and women crazy.
listen, Dre and Caesar, I'll be sending them my location. I send my location. I was in the hood one time out here,
Oh Lord.
and I was like, I sent Dre my location fast as hell. He called me. He's like, "Homeboy, what you got going on?" I was like, "Nigga, I'm out here. I don't even know the name of the damn neighborhood."
See, me and my homegirls, or me and my homegirl, we got to set up where, like, I sent her a key. So if
Mhm.
I text you a certain word, you got to call to get me up out of here. You got to call, hey, there's something happened with the kids. I got to go. Or if I send you my location, I be like, everything's smooth, then she
Mm-hmm.
know everything good. But if I text her the keyword like 911, bitch, you need to be calling me with an emergency so I can get the fuck up out of here.
I don't
Like,
got them. I don't got them, but I do. I will send a
oh, we
location.
got them. Me and my homegirl, we got them. Like, that's sending the location. That's just one. Okay. If I need you to get me up out this situation, girl, call me with an emergency. So
Mm.
I can hurry up and have a reason to leave and not get, like, cause I know niggas and I don't be wanting to piss niggas off. So I need them to think it's really an emergency so they won't be mad at the fact that I gotta go. There'll be a little understanding.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So to switch gears real quick, and then we close this out. Um, you're dealing with a man, right? And
Okay.
you suspect him of cheating,
Okay.
but come to find out he wasn't cheating, and he proved that to you. Where does that relationship stand for you?
Um, I would need to work on self because I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I would need to figure out why I assumed he was cheating, which probably had something to do with my past.
And some
He was
insecurities.
and you're right, that's what I was looking for, some insecurities. I just felt like you was moving funny.
Uh-huh.
Um, so yeah, I would definitely have to do some. I would have to check myself to figure out exactly what's going on with me and why I thought that.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to reassure him that it's not that I have trust issues. It's just that I have some low key insecurities. He would have to work on making me feel secure to where I don't think that every move he make, he's cheating.
Okay. So how can that relationship stay the same? Or
it,
does it?
it's it's not supposed to stay the same. I just accused my man of doing something that he wasn't doing. So that just told him that she don't trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
once there's a trust issue, there is no staying the same.
Then that's
Something has to change. Like I said, I need to work on myself, and he also needs to work on assuring me, or not necessarily assuring me, but making me feel a little bit more secure. Like I feel like it's everybody involved, is everybody's responsibility to make everybody feel secure. If I think you cheating, it's because I feel like you doing something that it's either because of what I've experienced in my past that caused my insecurities,
mm-hmm.
or hell, you probably just moving funny.
So I want to be more adult with the answer, but I can't
Why
because
not?
I feel like that's probably the beginning of the end of that relationship.
You think so?
That's what I feel like.
I don't think it is.
I feel I feel like that's the beginning of the end because I think in a sense now I'm made to feel like I'm not trusted. I couldn't be trusted. And there was, in my mind, I'm going to listen to you. Of course, I'm going to have to listen to you and understand or hear why you felt that way. But I'm like, you tripping. Like, no, I don't know where you got that from this or whatever else.
But see, that's Reggie's response.
I know. That's why
Carlos' response may be different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, baby, I'm sorry that I was moving the way that I was moving to make you feel like I was doing something that I wasn't doing, or I was, doing something that I had no business. But I assure you, you the only woman for me. I wasn't doing that. This is what I was doing. Now, of course, I would love to.
That's very mild mannered. I love my black women, but when y'all go down that road,
not all of us. Don't box us
listen,
all up. Not all of us.
Yeah, I'm generalizing. When some of y'all go down that road, a lot of y'all, that conversation is, we gotta call. Listen, we gotta call the bitch. We gotta do a whole lot of shit.
See, you gotta go a little bit more in depth. You need to go a little bit more, because like I need a real example. Like, what exactly was he doing to make her think he was cheating and he wasn't really doing it?
That's a good one.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what exactly was he doing? Was he working late continuously? Was he sneaking on his phone? Like, I have to know exactly what he's doing, because I'm the type, I'm not gonna come to you with no shit unless I'm 100% for sure you was doing something. You was moving in a way I ain't like.
Yeah.
So like, I would have to know exactly what was he doing to make her think he was cheating. And I'm not gonna use the term cheating. I'm gonna just say you moving funny.
Okay.
See, I was brought up in the hood, so the terminology I use and the way I go about things is a little different. See, I'm low-key bougie now.
And that's vague.
So I don't like causing no scene. And I ain't finna argue with you unless I really feel like I have to go there. But
saying you moving funny, that's vague.
I like you moving a little, like, because okay, so I believe that every man has a pattern. Okay, every man has a schedule. Okay. They have a schedule where they want to have sex a certain amount of times a week. They just, all men are low-key routine for the most part. A lot of y'all find a routine and follow. I said for the most part, and I said a lot of y'all, not all.
I might have been agreeing with you.
Okay,
well, I don't think I was, but go ahead.
Anyway, so like, I feel like a lot of men, they have a routine. I feel like a lot of men, when it comes to sex, they want it a certain amount of times a week, or they just, if they're consistent with it, they're consistent with it. If they're not, they're not. So like, it's when your schedule start changing up that I'm starting to pay attention a little more.
A lot of men are creatures of habit.
Okay.
But they are creatures of habit.
So once you start deviating from your habits, that's when I'm paying you a little bit more attention to what I usually do. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's when you start deviating from them habits, and I'm starting to pay you a little bit more attention, because now you're doing shit you don't usually do. Now you wearing a cologne you don't usually wear.
Oh my God.
What you dressing up for? What's going on? You ain't never fucked me like that. Where you learn that from? I'm paying attention to the shit now. So now I can say, babe, what's going on? You done changed up a little bit over the past couple weeks. You okay? Is it somebody else? Do we need to sit down and talk about this?
Those habits are good habits. Those habits are good habits.
Those are just examples, though. Like, those are just examples as far as why, if I'm going to come to you with an accusation of me thinking you're cheating, this is why I've been studying you since we got together.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you changing up and you doing shit you don't usually do, and I'm just a little concerned.
But I don't think those examples, I do think those are a lot of things that are reasons and brought up.
Those are examples of a man doing some shit he ain't got no business. You done changed up. You done changed up your cologne. You dressing a little fancier. You used to a little button-up polo and jeans. Now you got on khakis and a button-up. What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing?
And it gotta be it has to be because it's something funny going on. No.
I mean, it don't necessarily have to be something funny. Something is going on, and I just want to know what it is. You know, you just moving different. That's all. I'm just curious. Is everything okay? Because he might not be okay.
What's
he may not be cheating.
I'm good. I just felt like a little switch up. That's a good answer.
Oh, okay, well, babe, you. I mean, I like the little switch up.
Okay,
or,
all
you know,
right.
I ain't really feeling it, but if you like it, I love it.
All right.
But 9 times out of 10, you niggas be doing that shit for another bitch. So we ain't even finna sit here and make like you just doing it just because. We ain't gonna make like y'all just doing it just because.
But to close out, I'll talk to a good friend earlier this week. We was actually talking about the episode, and we was talking about the fact that a lot of women make up arguments and reasons to get some dick. Yeah. Like I ain't get my way. I'm gonna act out. I'm gonna start an argument because I know this nigga gonna fuck the shit out of me. Why y'all gotta do that? Why you just
because the energy behind the stroke be different based on the situation. See, I could say, babe, let's fuck, and we fuck, right? But then I could start an argument about you doing something like just something, not letting the toilet seat down, just something stupid. And then when we fuck, after that, we fuck. The energy just be different. Like, it's the same dick, it just hit different after an argument. It's like after an argument, niggas be fuck you like they got a point to prove.
Okay.
And y'all don't do that every day. Y'all just do that shit like when we don't shut the fuck up and do what daddy say, then we get that dick. That's the dick we want every day, but y'all don't give us that every day. Y'all only give us that when we don't shut the fuck up when we want to argue.
Listen, because she said that, she said maybe I should start an argument.
Listen, sis, I don't know something, okay? I'm telling you, like they're just like makeup sex. Makeup sex is not like the sex you usually have with that person.
All right.
Sex after an argument is not the same sex that you usually have with that person. Okay. Like, fuck a girl and then fall out with her and then fuck her. That shit just be totally different. It's like you fucking with a purpose. Like, you bitch, I got a point to prove, and I'm finna prove this shit to your ass because you've been fucking playing. Like, the energy is just different.
Okay. All right. Energy is different. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told her. That sounds like a toxic trait.
It could be. Listen, I feel like I possess it. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that be. In my fine print, I'm going to list toxic traits. Please tune in to Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast, episode 38, because this is definitely one of the topics. I'm sorry. I had to plug that in. I'm so sorry. But toxic traits and the rules to spending the night. That's the topic. Okay. I'm sorry.
Miss Hadiya,
I possess toxic traits, so
yes, that's very toxic. I think it is toxic.
Is it?
You
really
get that nigga riled up, get him all tight and shit.
He went from Dante to the Dragon in 3.5. That's not really toxic, is it?
It is, because
I don't really think that's. I think that's just more so.
Now he got to display some aggression that maybe he just didn't have.
Listen, I'd rather you express that aggressions with my coochie than to be out there expressing it with some niggas where you may not make it home. Let that shit out, sir. Let it out.
Now you got to express some aggression. Cause you done got cause your hormones are pumping.
His finna be pumping too.
You damn right they're gonna be pumping.
His gonna be pumping. Listen.
And you doing shit to get them hormones going, pumping.
But see, dudes, if y'all pay attention, y'all already know what bullshit we be on. Like on Baby Boy, when she was on the phone with homegirl, and he was like, bitch, get up off that phone so I can come and drop it off in your drawers. It's pretty much it's the same thing.
Okay.
Same thing. The energy just hit different.
It do, but it's toxic. We already claimed it. We already claimed that it was. So you're acknowledging it and you're claiming it.
Okay.
Women, y'all need to acknowledge and claim that. That is a toxic trait. That's toxic.
This is the Unapologetic Podcast where I am representing Andre, and I'm just gonna go ahead and let some toxicity is needed. Toxicity is not bad. So Dre, I'm sorry, I'm doing a horrible job at representing you because this ain't in your type of conversation, but it's perfectly fine. Same shit, different toilet. That's all.
It might be.
That's all.
Miss Hadiya, I enjoyed you. I love this episode as we always get together.
This was fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Our talks are always like that. This is a regular phone conversation for us, actually. Kind of.
This really is like our whole group chat is literally a podcast within itself. Like,
right.
But it's always a pleasure to be on you guys' platform. I love y'all with everything in me. So thank you so much for having me.
Yes, we love you too. More Black woman.
Okay.
And I appreciate you being my co-host this afternoon, night. But we're gonna go ahead and close this out. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Pretty sure Dre too. We're gonna close this out so we can get you ready for tomorrow because you got early mornings.
I do.
And go ahead and talk to the beautiful people.
So I am Aisha Hadiya. I am one half of Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. Tune in every Wednesday for a new episode. We are on YouTube as well as audio on Google, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, and Anchor. To all my lovely people out there, what Dre say? Mental health is a huge struggle, and although we are not
subject matter experts,
but reach out to one of us on Unapologetic The Podcast on Instagram or his direct DMs or Reg's direct DMs, and we will help you guys get through it as much as we can.
Something like that. That's
something like that.
Hold
on, let me do the little cup because if y'all don't pay attention to Dre like I pay attention to Dre, when he got that fucking cup, he be making sure y'all see that motherfucking nomad sticker on it. Okay, I swear to God,
my God,
he make sure y'all see that nomad sticker.
Yeah. But yes, so I want to give a shout out to all the podcasts, especially the ones I listen to, not the bigger ones, but definitely Coffee and Apple Juice, WRITF, I think wasn't relation fuck, CC, a couple more, but those are some of my main ones and actually people that I've been on their shows. I definitely want to give y'all a shout out, and to our listeners, go check them out, especially Coffee and Apple Juice. You know, as one of the ones that I always post weekly when they do drop episode. Y'all know where to find it at. Just every Wednesday. Look at my stories. But thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. This is Reg. Dre's not here, but I have Aisha in the place. And as always, we are unapologetic, we're unfiltered, and we will talk to y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna have fun with you today, ma'am.
We had a blast. Thank you.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.